Hello, watchers and listeners. I am Alejo, aka Great on 95, and I am your host and handler for this Table Talk discussion and discourse production of Project Astatine, using Delta Green, the system that is a Call of Cthulhu offshoot. Unfortunately, as is what happens with all Table Talk productions, our live recording of this was a little scuffed in the sense that it dropped so many frames, but thankfully we were recording it, so this is the VOD of that recording. So, I hope you enjoy as our investigators are sent to the north in order to discover what is the Malice in Michigan. Okay, so, welcome, everybody. Welcome to the project. You have been, and I will send out, if you want, you can get into Tabletop Sim. I have little things.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're hosting it?
Yeah.
He made the room. Brogan.
I did.
He made
What
the
the
room.
fuck?
I did make
Brogan,
the room.
you lost the race.
I feel as though I've been demasculated. Emasculated? Unmasculated.
Emasculated. Emasculated is the one you're looking for here. But yeah, so we do. There we go. Should be. I should have invites out to you guys. Could have gotten it. There we go. Except for
I might be
Brogan,
invisible.
who
I'm
is-
usually invisible.
you can join off somebody, I believe.
I sure can.
Okay. Very simple for now. Hey, look, it's a Google Maps photo. Crazy. So you all were approached at various times for various reasons, and you were told to. Oh no, Aiden's gonna reset his internet. Great.
Bye, Aiden. Good start.
Table Talk production, always full of.
My tabletop simulator's not launching.
Okay.
So then close out of Steam.
Yeah,
and
close
then
out of Steam entirely.
yeah.
Okay.
So, well, it's fine. We're in the beginning shit. So you all were called for various reasons. You found out about some things in your life that have opened your mind a little bit to things that are not necessarily natural. And by the way, when Aiden gets here, I'll tell him too, but I would love each of you to add 1% to your unnatural skill.
I'm really good at that.
Yeah. It should be at 0, so now it is at 1%.
Mine is at 61%.
Oh. Oh.
You can start with unnatural.
I thought. Oh.
You didn't tell me not to.
I don't remember. I don't think you can.
Yeah, I don't think you start with unnatural. If you want to have that, you should
Well-
move that 60 onto occult. That's what I would say.
You just told me I could.
Yeah, it doesn't
Apply-
say you can't. That's the thing.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It does not say you can't, as far as I'm aware. I will check again. Brogan, you don't need another percent. You're at 60.
What? Okay. I feel singled out.
Should. Well, anyway. So, you guys were sent to Michigan by respective texts, phone calls, information, maybe an email, who knows. But it was
Fax.
telling you that fax, yeah, if you have a fax machine. It was telling you that you needed to head to Michigan. And that you had a ticket ready to go. And so you took your flight from wherever you were to Detroit.
Oh boy.
And upon arriving at, excuse me, at the Detroit Metropolitan Wayne County Airport, you were escorted, and you didn't all arrive at the same time, of course not. You were escorted into a vehicle that that has started to drive you to your destination. The driver is very much not really answering you if you ask him any questions. He's very much just blank-faced saying, "We'll get there." And it takes, I believe it takes, 3.5 hours.
Oh, that's a long drive.
Of driving. Yeah.
To get from where I
no,
was
no.
to
You took a plane first to arrive in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
From Detroit to Cadillac, Michigan, is 3.5 hours. And so let's see who would get. I don't know where each of you are from. But
I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
I'm from America.
Nice.
the deep south.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, Chicagoman, you get to get there first.
Oh,
Okay, so we're not all meeting up and taking the drive together?
No.
Okay.
You arrive at the what is it called? Yes, the Days Inn in Cadillac. First.
Okay.
Your driver gets out and opens the door for you.
Oh.
And allows you outside of the vehicle. It's like a black SUV. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'll step out. Thank you very much for driving me. I appreciate it.
He says, inside conference room A.
Inside conference room A. Inside. And Andrew actually walks towards the building, like repeating that, like inside conference room A. Inside conference room A.
And so you go and you walk into the Days Inn. Now, whether or not the Days Inn has a conference room, shut up. But
it has a simple hotel with pool.
It is there, and you get to go. Yeah, it does have a simple. It is a simple hotel with pool. You get inside, and it's an empty conference room. No one is there.
I'll absolutely call out. Just, hello? Am I alone here?
Are we there or no?
No, not yet.
Okay.
If there is no response, I'm
There's
likely
no
gonna. Are there chairs and tables and stuff?
There is a bunch of tables and chairs. Yes.
Andrew is going to. Hi, I'm playing Andrew Centeni.
Yes.
Andrew is going to just pick a very specific table. Like, it might look random, but he picks one very diligently, sits down and starts unpacking his bags, and he kind of lays things out very perfectly in front of him, very OCD. No books can be like tilted. They all have to be like perfect right angles. He opens his notepad perfectly in front of him, sets exactly 2 pencils down next to it, and starts opening multiple books and taking notes.
All right. 5 minutes later, while you're doing this, Mr. Americaman.
Oh yes.
Yes.
So is that me or him?
It is you, Boo.
Okay.
You arrive in a black SUV.
Okay.
To the Days Inn.
Similar situation where he wasn't
Absolutely.
talking to me at all.
He did not talk to you much at all. You asked where you were going. He said where you're supposed to meet.
So he drops me off in the same manner as
Yes, gives you the same exact information.
Okay. Is there already people there waiting for me?
He blinks.
All right, fair enough. All right, well, you go drive, have fun having conversations with people, and
like halfway through you're talking, he just starts going to the driver's side.
Yeah, that's fine.
And so do you enter and make your way to conference room A?
I'm gonna be honest. That was a long drive. I kind of want to get like a little something from Firehouse, but I'll head on in.
You should probably pack snacks.
Don't worry.
Smarter.
You make your way into the Days Inn and go into the conference room, and you see the sight before you of a man. Please describe your man, if you would.
So, Andrew Centeni is not the tallest person. I mean, he's sitting down, so you can't get the full sight. But he's about 5'10", slightly average, if a bit below. He's got the slightly darker skin. He's French Canadian, so he's darker than American, but not like dark.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he's got sort of disheveled, dirty blonde hair, and he's absolutely just hunched over the table, just scribbling in a notebook. He's got on a sweater, like a sleeveless sweater over like a plain white button-up shirt, as well as khaki pants.
I see.
Right.
Please
My
describe your
man,
Yeah.
my man, Jesse Waterman, he walks into the room, and if Andrew turns to look, my character
He actually
is
doesn't.
okay. Well,
But
Please
he
describe
won't.
him anyway.
well, then we'll imagine that he's imagining. I wonder what this guy looks like, and he just has a perfect imagination.
Imagines him perfectly.
Then you imagine that he probably has like just like regular well, okay. I was gonna say jeans, but he probably has long pants that have many pockets on them, and you
cargo
can tell that
pants.
the pockets
Yes.
actually have stuff in them.
Mhm.
And he's got a medium-sized backpack slung over his shoulders, and he is in lightweight and pretty much average clothing, like shirts wise. I mean,
Mhm.
so he's wearing probably a white t-shirt and then another slightly longer sleeved shirt over that. Sorry.
Mhm. No, you're good. Yeah, you walk in and you see this man who is sitting taking notes.
Hey!
The second you say anything, Andrew just kind of like jerks up, like what? He
you-
had no idea you were in the room.
Hey! You
Oh.
and like I'm saying this, I'm not saying this in like a in a threatening way, saying it like just in a friendly greeting kind of way. Hey, you part of the ones I'm supposed to be meeting here? And I'm like saying that as I'm walking over towards your table area.
I think so. I'm not exactly sure who I'm supposed to be meeting here. I just know that they invited me, so I guess they invited you too. So we're both meeting people here.
Yep. Now actually, out of character, what time is it in the game?
It is it would be, I think, let's say it's 11:15
PM or AM?
Yes. No, AM. AM.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. So it's
AM,
middle of
okay,
the day, it's
yes,
early.
AM.
Gotcha. Because I didn't know if it was daytime or nighttime.
Yes, it is daytime.
And so there's nobody here.
Nobody except for this man.
Okay.
Wait, so there was no one at like the front desk or anything either?
Oh no, there were people like milling about and such.
Okay.
But
Cool.
nobody questioned you coming in and going into the room.
Okay, gotcha.
No
Well-
one stopped you at all.
Mind if I sit at your table, at least on the other end, so I don't disturb your perfect setup here? Like I noticed that your stuff is set up very, very straight.
Yes, you can sit, and he actually points at the chair exactly opposite him and says, "You can sit in that chair right there."
Perfect. And walk around the other side of the table, take my backpack, sling it, and drop it off to the side. And you can hear a little bit some metal in there.
I can't wait until my character comes along and he's the third character and he fucks up your symmetry, Brogan.
I will not. Okay.
Well, so you sit there for a little while, and then in walks our third,
Sorry, eating ice cream.
who's eating ice
is your
cream.
character?
Honestly, I would love it if he was just walking in eating an ice cream bar.
He has a small soft serve cone
Hell yeah.
of vanilla ice cream.
He got it. At
Dude,
the end.
do they have ice cream at the firehouse?
Inside, well, yeah, dude, I went to the firehouse. I don't know why you didn't.
He got here a little bit before. He was just in the firehouse.
Nice.
Yeah, I walked to the firehouse and back.
Mhm.
Walking in the room, you see a man, fairly slender of build, about 5'8", 5'9". He's got shoulder length black hair. He's wearing a blue monocolor polo that's tucked into some black slacks.
Mhm.
He has a light coat that like slash windbreaker-esque thing. Like you can like button it up if need be, but it's just kind of there for now and warming him slightly. He's lugging a fairly large backpack with one shoulder, just kind of casually. And he also, weirdly enough, has like, you know, those headlamp-esque things. It's like a flashlight, but like on elastic
Yeah, no, I
piece
know
of
those.
fabric. You wear it. He is wearing that.
Just inside.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
not on, is it?
No, it's
Okay.
off.
Okay, good.
But if like the power is cut to this room, this man is prepared.
Nice.
And he walks in and goes, "Oh, this is and he like takes a lick off his ice cream. This is my first time I've worked with other people. Hello, my name's Phil.
You've never worked at like a job where you have other people? By the way, I'm Jesse.
I just put up a hand. Andrew.
I like raise the ice cream cone slightly to the both of them and go, pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
No, most of what I've done has been kind of like the weird scouting. I don't really understand what they've had me doing for the most part. He takes another lick off his ice cream cone.
So like surveying?
Kind of. It's mainly just testing to see if I get like a bad feeling of the area. I don't really get it, but you know, hey, it's a paycheck.
Hey man, I like ghost hunters.
He like just grabs a seat beside Andrew.
As you're going to sit down, Andrew, without looking up, will go, could you sit 2 chairs over there? And he points to like the perfectly halfway chair between me and it was Jesse, you said, Boo?
Jesse.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, yeah. So if it's like me, chair, Jesse, he points to the one exactly between the two of us.
He likes his symmetry.
Sure.
Didn't you notice from his books?
They're perfect.
I noticed the books for the first time and go, oh, okay, yeah, I had a few people like that in some of my classes in freshman year.
And then I put a hand to my mouth like I'm cupping a voice, and I'm doing it like specifically looking at Andrew. He lives in a cage of symmetry, man.
Andrew,
like not
Andrew,
trying to hide it, just playing around.
Andrew definitely smirks a little bit, and he sets his pencil down, closes his notebook, and like slightly adjusts it, and goes and like looks up, kind of smiling, and just goes, "I know I'm weird. Don't it's fine. But it keeps me focused, and it's
Fair
helpful." Enough. Also, ghost hunters. Which one did you say?
Yeah, ghost hunters.
Ghost hunters. That show is bullshit.
Oh, absolutely, it is. That's why it's enjoyable.
Hey there, demons! It's me, your boy.
If there's anyone out there, can you tell me? Does this sound like? What is it? What is it? It's I just ruined all of this. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
My brain
No, you're
didn't work.
good.
So while you fail at remembering what Zach Baggins, our Lord and Savior, does,
Phil is like crunching into the cone, and it serves to distract you, so you mess up.
And while you're doing that, another person opens the door to the conference room. You see before you a man in a very casual blue suit. His hair is brown. He has shades on. And he continues to wear them as he walks into the room. He lets the door close behind him and kind of just walks up to the table, and just says, "Oh, hello there."
Hello.
You are number 4?
Yes, I'm the one that you're here to meet.
Oh, good. We were all a little confused.
Yes, I do apologize. We had to pull you all from various corners of the country.
There we go.
Just wondering
I'm here
about
for
that.
you. Sorry.
What?
I said I'm here for you, and I said sorry.
But I'm glad to see you're all here now, and I hope you're all ready for your assignment.
And Andrew actually like puts a hand up, like doesn't say anything, but like puts a hand up like he wants to ask a question.
He just goes, "Yes, Andrew."
Are we in physical danger when it comes to this? I'm just not much of a physical altercations aren't exactly my I'm not and he just kind of keeps stumbling over
Right.
himself.
Yeah. He just kind of puts up a hand and says, "You hopefully will be all right. I'm sure that if anything should happen, that that you have the wherewithal to stay away from such things.
Okay.
But that does not mean there isn't danger."
Phil basically takes out a small notebook and a pencil and goes, what can we be expecting to find on this mission? And what is our itinerary, so to speak?
Good questions. He sits on a different chair, like he pulls over, like to be like kind of at the not at the head of the table, but just like near the table. He sits like, teacher style,
Yes.
where it's backwards.
Yeah.
I could envision it.
Yep.
Andrew will actually like tilt his head, going, "I've tried that. The kids don't respect you anymore when you do it."
Oof.
He actually does laugh at that and says, "I'm sure they don't." But the assignment is actually not too far from here, in a small town called Boone. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of it. It's really quite ordinary, quite unnoticeable. Not many people live there. It's a town of about 167 people. And a few of those people have unfortunately met with tragic ends. Two specifically. And he kind of pulls out from his suit. There's a little inside pocket that he pulls out his phone.
Okay.
And he starts scrolling through it and says, so far, it's just been two people that have met with a tragic fate. The first victim was found a week and a half ago, named Frederick Hutchinson. He was in his 30s, had no family, and ironically, he was found torn up off the road towards the Sacred Heart Cemetery, north of Boone, in the forest. Now he, unfortunately, lies no more than 5 feet away from his parents that he was going to visit.
Andrew is taking very diligent notes through all of this.
The second victim was only found 2 nights ago in the forest west of the town. Named Tegan Price. Also has no family. Body is still at the ME's office right now, but known to be very adventurous, very much into hiking, outdoorsy, you know the type.
I smile as soon as you say that.
But found by a hunter by the name of Toby Marsh, lives up in Boone. So far, they look to be animal attacks. Though the project believes that it's a little more than that. We don't know what exactly, but we have reason to believe that there is something more going on than just a simple animal attack.
If you believe that there's more than a simple animal attack, I take it that means that you have at least, the project at least has some inkling of what it could be, what some suspects might be.
We're not certain.
Fair enough.
It's too broad right now.
Fair enough.
So what we need you all to do is to go figure out what this thing is. Perhaps locate it, perhaps contain it or kill it if it should be something that needs that. If you could capture it, that would be, well, indeed,
Would that be
a feat.
Would that be sorry.
A feat.
And what if it's too big to contain or kill?
Well, then you call us, as he reaches into his pockets and pulls out 3 burner phones, slides them across the table to each of you. It has 1 number in it, and that is my number, and you will be able to reach me if you need anything that I can assist you with. Though,
Now,
do realize that I am a busy man, and I have my own things that I need to look into.
Quick question: is it a? Are they kind of just like cell phones? Or are they?
They're like flip phones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Track phone.
Yeah, basically, it's a burner phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, I have some other things for you. But before that, is there anything you else you wish to know from me?
Your name?
Oh,
Or at least what we can call you.
I
suppose, Mr.
apologize. Yes.
Johnson, I suppose.
No, you may call me
Mr.
Hunter.
Anderson.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
In the town of what sort of town is Boone? Or I suppose I should ask, what is the general population of Boone in terms of descendancy or ancestry?
In terms of descendants, ancestry.
As in, is it a town with a large Irish population or a large Italian population, etc.?
I see. Seems to be more French.
Okay.
At least descending from more French.
Yes.
Not really. It's not very big. It wasn't really. As it is 167 people. It hasn't really taken off, if you will.
Effectively, it's just a few homes. Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe
it is itself a
restaurants.
township.
Yes.
There's another town far to the northwest. I believe known as Harriet. Think it's Harriet. My brain says I am Harrietta.
Okay.
Sorry. There is that, but it is mostly a small town with many fields and lots of forest.
Okay.
It has a church, it has a town hall, it has a couple of shops, and a USPS. Really,
No
that's
schools?
all that's notable. No, it's only 10 minutes from here, so all of the children go to a school here in Cadillac.
Phil just kind of raises his hand, still resting like his elbow on the table.
Points to you, Phil.
2 questions. First of which, what is primarily the way that people around Boone like make their money? Is it like a mill town? Do they all commute to jobs in other places?
It is mostly commuting.
Mostly commuting, okay. And what is the like average age around Boone? Is it like an aging town? Is it
Average age is from 40 to 80s.
That makes sense.
40 to 80s? Okay.
Mhm.
Town.
Do you know where we could find this Toby Marsh?
Toby, he's as I said, he's a hunter in the town. He goes and hunts in the forests. If he's really, I don't know where he could be at the moment, but I'm sure you could ask around. It is a small town.
Do you have a general description of the man?
Yes. Toby. Toby's in his mid-20s. He's one of the younger ones. He has red hair, blue eyes, usually seen wearing camouflage.
Or not seen.
Clever.
Oh, I get it.
But yes, that's his general description. Very, very rarely seen without his camouflage.
And the second victim, not Frederick, what was his name?
Miss Tegan Price.
Yes, Miss Tegan. We knew she was an outdoorsy person.
Mm-hmm.
Have people gone on to like the Facebook or something of Frederick Hutchinson and seen whether he is an outdoorsy person or not?
He was not as outdoorsy. That wasn't one of his main traits. No. He was, as said, just walking to his parents' gravesite. It's a thing he does annually, in order to pay his respects.
All right.
Or did, excuse me.
What was 2 days ago? Like in game? Like what day is it?
2 days ago was Friday.
Died on Friday. And when did Frederick Hutchinson die? What day? Because it was 1.5 weeks ago.
2.5, or it was 1.5 weeks ago. So it was brain.
That would have
Tuesday,
been
Wednesday?
either Tuesday or
I think
Monday, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's
depending on whether or not you do a 3 as a half of a week or 4 as a half of a week.
Yeah, it's it would be on the Tuesday.
Okay.
10 days prior. Or 10 days from now.
Chill out, I have a track phone. Yeah. So yeah. On that note, he kind of holds up a finger and then stands up, goes to the doorway and says something to somebody outside who comes in. Just another random guy with who's very nondescript, carrying a few things. He kind of lays them out on the table for you. Those that he can lay out on the table. First up, there are 3 binoculars. And Hunter says, these are high-powered night vision binoculars. Since these incidents have only happened at night, we figured they might help.
Is it safe to go out at night? Wouldn't it be smarter to look during the day?
Absolutely. You may do as you wish, though a night investigation is something that's a possibility that we have at least helped with, hopefully, with these. As well as the man sets down like a bundle, and you can see on the side, like the picture of it is like a hunting blind. And he says, this is a hunting blind made for 3 people.
Okay.
In case you should need to be unseen.
I'll go ahead and take that and put that in my pack.
Sure. There is this. He pulls out a tranquilizer gun and 10 darts, and he says, for any animals that you might come across.
I'm not a very good shot.
Me neither. So, Bill, I think that might be best for you.
Why do you assume that I'm good with a gun?
I'm sure all of you are able to point and shoot.
Here's hoping.
That is slid across the table just to the middle, basically. The next thing, the man slides 3 like little kind of like closed leather bound wallets to you, and upon opening them, you see 3 fake EPA IDs.
Okay.
Each one has your name on it and credentials there for being a part of the Environmental Protection Agency. He says, it's what we could get. on hand.
Okay. Open it up.
And
If,
do
That's a
I
terrible picture
do,
of me. Come on. Close it.
I apologize.
do I have a fake name?
Would you want a fake name?
Not particularly. I just wanted to know what I should refer to myself as.
I'm sure no one will remember you if you use that sparingly. But if you do use it, I'd suggest something environmental as your cover story of why you're investigating. Something about some kind of environmental hazard making the local wildlife more aggressive or something. And your whatever you can think of.
Yeah.
But do remember, sparing use. The more you flash that thing around, the more attention you will draw. Other than that, as I said, there is the poor girl's body is still in the morgue. Unfortunately, the town has not yet put together the funds, though once you are all done with it, the funds will be transferred for her to get a proper burial.
Okay.
And he gives you the address for the local hospital. You might want to go talk to the county sheriff, the only one who's really in charge of the investigation. Also gives you the address to the sheriff's office. The sheriff's name is Shay Scott.
Did you spell that?
Shay Scott. Shay Scott.
Okay.
And she's she's another one of the believers of it being an animal incident, so really it's probably for the best to stick to that for now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The coroner, by the way, if you should have the time to meet them, is a Harry Thompson. Found
Better than a bald Thompson.
Clever. Yes, Harry Thompson found at the hospital at the address I mentioned.
Okay.
Other than that,
Do we have a place to stay, or are we staying here?
So you have a choice. You can stay here. It's only 10 minutes away from Boone. There is another option that is a little deeper into the forest west of Boone, called a Lost Pines Lodge. It's southwest of Boone. The forest runs between it, and there are some back roads that you can take that get to Boone itself. It's a little more out of the way, and we can give you a rental car to get you there, or you can just stay here for the night.
Personally, not much of the outdoorsy type. I'm fine with the hotel.
Given that we might be dealing with potentially a wild animal or something, I'm fine staying in society.
Of course.
Jesse?
I'm not going to make that joke. But yes, that's fine with me. I figure we'll be outdoors most of the time, so having a nice warm bed to sleep in would be preferable.
Well,
especially if we need
the lodge
to be on
itself
our
does
toes.
have beds. It is technically a bastion of civilization in an endless wilderness.
It's true. But isn't that the same of all buildings?
Yes, very much so. He smiles. But if that is your choice, by all means, stay here. He slides some keys just to the center as well. You'll find a green SUV outside. License plate gives you license plate.
DLTGRN.
Actually, you mean PRTAST.
Yeah.
TN.
85.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PRT AT85. Oh, that's it now. Oh, it has to be now. Oh, it's so cool. Actually, it works.
Yeah.
Anyway, and one other thing, if you should need to requisition anything from us, you will have a limit to what we can supply on short notice, but it can be at least somewhat expensive if need be. It will, of course, vary if that's the case. Out of game terms, it's a not the standard, but the one after that in expenses. If
Moderate, I believe.
yes, I think so.
Okay.
Let me go look at it.
Phil-
It's unusual expense.
Phil upturns a hand in mock annoyance. He's like, "You mean we can't call in a tank?"
Oh, a tank driving through a small town. That would be a sight, wouldn't it?
Now, are
Unfortunately.
we?
No.
Do we have any sort of deadline in this? Do we need to contact you in any specific intervals or
As
anything like
soon
that?
as possible, really. Considering there have been 2 killings so far, I don't
Yes.
expect them to stop anytime soon. Though, if things are to be believed, at least for now, it's a week and a half, so you have a little less than, I would say, 8 days or so between the next attack, if it should occur on schedule, unless something should change.
Do you really think 2 attacks determines a schedule?
Well, if a creature is hungry, it'll prey, will it not?
It doesn't. Didn't you say they just looked like they were torn apart, not really eaten?
Yes. Unfortunately, at this point, you're right, we don't know, but regardless, we only have this much to go on.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, actually,
Yes.
the areas where the victims were found, was there any similarity between the two? You mentioned one being near a graveyard and the other being near a road, but were there any particular...
No, I'm sorry. The one that was going towards the graveyard was off the road into the forest, on the side of the road. The other one was deep into the forest between that lodge that I was talking about and the town itself, the forest that is between them.
Okay.
So neither of the attacks took place on any kind of road or near civilization.
Well, not on the road and not necessarily in civilization, no. But near enough.
Okay.
And they were in different forests?
Yes.
Okay.
They were not connected forests.
Okay. And then you said the graveyard was to... I'm sorry. It was to the north, and then this one was near the lodge to the west.
To the southwest, yes.
Southwest, okay.
How many miles apart were the 2 killings?
Great question. Fuck. Hang on.
I know you're good.
He looks into his notes, and I will look at the 2 sites that I have in mind here.
Trying to get an idea of what its hunting area is.
I understand. No, that's a very smart idea, and I should have thought of this. No, it's good. It's really good. Okay, so it'd be over here. Let me put a point here, and then make directions to. Let's see. It would be here. Right in here. So it is. Let's go by. Why is that like that? Why is this doing this? Woo! So I think it's about... It's not 40 miles. That's not right. Calm down. That's not right.
Using WebMD. It's cancer.
That's a hell of a hunting area.
Yeah, no, that's not
Jesus.
it. That's not it at all. All right, I know how to do this.
That's a hell of a lot of ground to cover in a week.
Yeah. It's a little under 10 miles.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. I believe. I'm pretty sure. Just from my guesstimates here.
Yep, that is okay.
Yeah.
And I'll just pull up the hotel. And you said the first attack was what cemetery?
The sorry. Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sacred Heart Cemetery. It was going towards there. He hadn't reached it yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just, for a very rough sense of scale, basically zoom out 10 miles and view everything in the area, forests, lakes, etc.
Sure.
So I can get a feeling for what its hunting ground
would you
be.
like to see that?
Please.
All right. I will give you that in a moment. Let me put the point of it's here. Just for awareness. Oh, I have to find it again. It is. Let me just do this. There it is. It's quite far. Actually, I would say it's more northwest, honestly. The cemetery. So sorry. But it is quite far from where he did die.
Given that this is a small town of roughly 167, are these two people, both Frederick Hutchinson and Tegan Price, are they locals of the town?
They were, yes.
So it more than likely they would know a fairly subsistent overlap of people who know them both.
Yes.
Are of that list of people, is there perhaps likely suspects? Because we can't rule out the possibility that this is simply murder, but disguised to look like an animal killing.
That is definitely another possibility, though we had not found any connection as of yet. That's more a job for you, I would say.
Okay.
This is, if you can see, Sacred Heart is here. And then you have Boone is
right there.
Here.
Okay.
And then this is the Pine Lodge. In fact, looking at this, I can tell you, the woman was found about here. The man was found about here.
So not exactly close together.
Alejo, could you do me a favor and send me the coordinates of where you are so that I can open it up in Google Maps and do my own looking?
Absolutely. I can do that for you.
I'm cool.
The wonders of the internet. They'll never cease to amaze me.
So, what would be the best strategy when coming to discerning the location? We can't just go walking through the forest and expecting to find it.
Well, we could go walking through the forest and expect it to find us.
I feel like that is not a good idea, Jesse, but I appreciate the go-get attitude.
Yeah.
I would also suggest against that. Unless you're prepared.
Oh, you
I
gave
have
us
a knife.
You gave us a tranquilizer gun.
I did give you a tranquilizer gun, though. I suppose yes, it would be
Andrew,
very helpful.
what do you have? A knife.
No. Looks. Whatever course of action you should take is up to you. I trust in your wisdom here, as intelligent individuals, very capable in what you need to do. And I believe in each of your abilities to succeed.
Do we have our own personal phones? Like our actual,
Yeah, you also have your own personal phones.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm literally just looking at areas on Google Maps.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to go onto Facebook.
Okay.
And look up Tegan and Frederick and see if their profiles are set to public.
Okay. Frederick's is not. And there are a few Tegans.
Fair enough.
Yeah. You can try to narrow down the search, but let me tell you, when you're not friends with somebody on Facebook and you try to find them, man,
like a specific person.
Yeah, it's real bad.
Yep.
I turn to Hunter. Could you tell me which Tegan this is?
Looks at notes. Tegan
You
Price.
should know what Tegan Price.
Yes, Tegan Price.
Does
looks
that
at your
narrow...
phone. This one.
You click it and just kind of look at it.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
Her status doesn't say torn apart by animal.
No, it doesn't. It in fact is a very mourning message that somebody posted for her.
Oh, sweet.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway. I'm just getting trying to get feelings on both Tegan and Frederick for what quality of life they lived. Were they upper class, lower class, middle class?
They were definitely more middle class. Or at least Tegan was. As far as you can tell.
Yeah.
Can I see either party's friends?
You can see some of Tegan's, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm just scrolling through those and jotting down names, basically.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. You get a Connor Howe. You get a Nelson Clark as well as a Lauren Clark.
Connor Howe, Nelson and Lauren Clark.
You get Nancy Burton.
Okay.
Elsie Foster.
Okay.
And Toby Marsh.
20-year-old woman in 2020. She has like 6 friends. It's crazy.
There are more, but
okay.
They're unfortunately you can't see as many of them because
I'm gonna click on Toby Marsh's profile.
Okay, yeah. You see a man who
does
matches
he have hunting photos?
You see a man who matches the description, at least the general description that was given, who is showing off deer that he has killed.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the Toby Marsh that found her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we know what he looks like, at least with a visual now.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
I'm gonna take screen caps of Tegan, of Toby Marsh, of Frederick, etc.
Absolutely.
Just so I have a name and a face.
Mm-hmm.
While he's doing all of that, could I try to just Google search through the history of Boone, see if any kind of similar events have ever happened?
Absolutely, you can try.
Could I roll my history skill?
I would love for you to try to do that for me.
Hell yeah. So I have to roll below my score?
Yes.
And so my score is my rank plus the base, right?
No, it's just the rank that it is now.
Yes.
The replacement was you replaced your scores with what it is now. That is the rank now.
Okay, interesting. So putting points into...
So basically, if you look at your accounting skill, you see how it says 10?
Yeah.
If you add 20 points to that, it's not 20 now, it's 30. Because it always has a base of 10.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was asking. Yeah, I have 60 in history, base 10, so I have a 70.
No.
That would mean that you added 50 to it.
Yes.
To make it a 60. Or did you add 60 points?
I added 60.
Okay, then it should be a 70.
It should be 70 in that case. Yes.
Okay, so then I will just add them together because I didn't add them to any of my ranks. So I
Okay.
will add rank plus base.
Yes,
Okay.
that's fine.
Fair
Yeah, because I was gonna say if you added 20 to athletics, going down by 10 would be weird because it starts at 30. Okay, cool. Then I have a 70 history.
And a thing for you guys to know: in this system, rolling double like a 22, an 11, a 33, those are critical successes, as well as a 1%.
Okay.
Interesting.
And
You mean 0, 1? Just want to make sure.
yeah.
Okay.
What if you roll doubles above your score? Like if I roll 80.
That's a
You-
crit fail, I
You
believe.
fail, but I don't believe it is a crit fail. I'll have
Oh,
to
no?
double
Okay.
check, but I don't
Okay.
think that's a crit fail.
Okay.
Dude,
I will double check.
So Alejo,
Hello.
I on the picture you shared with us,
Yeah.
like this one.
Yeah.
I thought it was like horribly pixelated.
Nope.
It's not horribly pixelated. These forests are just really
Oh,
squared
it's
off.
farmland.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are farmland, and then there's forests, and yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing. I thought it was all pixels, but no, it's just wide, empty fields.
Yep, that's just what satellite images look like now.
Yup.
It's weird.
Fun.
If I zoomed in more, you would see it as more of a field, but yeah.
yeah,
That is
You
it
can
now.
see the
Alright.
rat taking a shit there.
Yeah, exactly.
let's do some history. That's a 52, which is below my 70.
Okay. Good. Okay, yeah. It is actually a fumble on doubles that are above.
Oh, so it is a crit fail?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Because I knew that from what's it called? The Bronze Age fantasy game that I have. I don't remember.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry. So what is your score and what did you get? I just want to know.
I rolled a 52. I have a 70.
All right,
So
so
he
he
succeeds.
succeeds. Good.
Yeah.
So, looking into the history, nothing really stands out in terms of how far back do you go?
I guess whatever comes up on Google. I'll try searching
Okay.
a few different things.
So tell me your search terms exactly then.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I guess Boone, Wisconsin, animal attacks.
Okay.
Boone, Wisconsin, missing persons. I'll look
Okay.
up the county that
Okay.
Boone is in. Yeah, missing person reports.
Boone County. Oh. No.
Well, not Boone County, but
It's
the county.
it's okay. So upon it's Wexford, I think. Yes, Wexford County, Michigan. That is where it is. Looking into that, you get a few different things that are just like general stuff of like, oh, this was founded in that. Nothing really on like an animal attack in recent memory, it seems. Maybe if you did more digging, you might find something, but at least from this, like, it depends on how long you're sticking to this, right?
Well, so I believe that Andrew would know how to search this stuff better than Brogan does. So I don't know exactly the best ways to describe how to dive deep into research, because I am not a person who does much research.
Okay. So putting together a few search terms and such, you actually do find one significant thing that happened in 2013. That's the one that comes up most recently, and it is a bear attack against a 12-year-old girl in the Cadillac area.
And where is it, near Boone, or so more in Cadillac?
More in
to the south?
Cadillac. That's because it's the county itself.
If that's the closest thing I get, I will look further into this bear attack.
Okay.
How far away is Cadillac from Boone?
You are in Cadillac.
You're in Cadillac.
It's 10 minutes away.
Is there a different skill to roll for like digging deeper? Because that wouldn't be history at that point. Maybe search, bureaucracy.
Which body was found first?
The first one. Yeah, Frederick.
This one?
Yes,
The north one.
Yep.
Okay. Is there maybe a missing body or something that happened up here, maybe? Ish?
What do you mean?
So, drawing a line here to here, to like here-ish.
Mhm.
Is there maybe a body that showed up around here where ostensibly the animal might have been a week ago?
Not a
Or 2 weeks ago.
not a reported human body, as far as you know.
Oh, you were thinking about if the animal had been going in that
Yeah,
direction.
I'm thinking if it's migrating, essentially.
Oh, that would mean that its next stop would be the lodge.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking now.
Interesting.
It's
So,
it's a theory.
Yeah, and I think Jesse at this point will pipe up and say, with all due respect, all of this information gathering is great, but I think we can do this on the move. I think we should also talk to a lot of the other, talk to the people who are actually involved, like the hunter and the coroner and the sheriff, and see if they have any more information that might make our searches a bit more pointed, as it were.
Yeah, I agree.
I got you, Alejo.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I'm fine with you guys sitting here and researching for a while, but if
I just know that one shot,
That's
I
fair.
mean, at this point, I'm already seeing that this is not going to last only this session. I already know.
Yeah.
So it's
just
fine.
thought I would try to help.
No,
Anyway,
I appreciate it,
Andrew
but there's
will
no
start
helping
to-
this.
Andrew's going to put all his stuff away, but he's doing it all one-handed, still digging with his other hand on
Okay.
his phone.
For
That's fine.
anything else that you find in this report, the girl survived.
Okay.
They it was a black bear. They did find it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is now not alive.
Well,
Hmm.
she
Yeah,
was
they
probably
had
just
to-
fucking around.
Yeah.
It's
Had to test the bear for rabies, etc.
That's fair.
Which a rabies outbreak is also something
possible.
that's possible.
Yeah.
I don't think it will be because this is Delta Green.
What?
What do you mean? I don't understand. What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. What?
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
So, what are you guys doing? Where are you going?
Head to the corners.
yeah, I would say
Coroner
probably
seems
the coroners would be first.
Good enough place to start. Follow that up either with Toby or the sheriff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we go to the sheriff first to get access? Because otherwise, the coroner, I don't think they can legally tell us anything.
That's a good point. We should probably head there first and get some officiality to our search, if possible. Anyway.
All right, sounds like a fair shot to me.
All right.
Okay.
You'll have to forgive me. I've never worked in a team before.
As a teacher, it's pretty much always a team effort.
Yeah, and
Hunter-
I'm used to working with people.
Hunter
Although
is
not
like
exactly in this sense.
Hunter is just watching this happening. He's just kind of watching all of you and kind of smiling at now how you're like naturally like gelling a bit and like kind of figuring this stuff out now. And he's like, "Good, I'm glad. I suppose I'll hear from you when I do.
Yep.
Good luck in your hunt."
No,
Yep.
thank you.
Hopefully we won't die.
Thank you a lot, Hunter. Hunter, I get it.
And he just kind of gives you all a nod and a wave when you're leaving the conference room.
And then before the door closes, he vanishes in a puff of smoke.
So you guys exit. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's driving?
I'll drive, I guess.
Okay.
He'll drive.
I don't like
So-
driving.
Oh, all right.
Along the way, Phil is making small talk, like, so where you guys from, etc.
I'm a teacher from Chicago. Anthropology.
And I guess I have to fucking choose a location now.
Idiot.
I'm an outdoor man from America.
Yeah, I'm from the outdoors.
I'm from insert place
I'm a little
here.
bit. I'm kind of a little bit from everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There you
Nomad.
go.
Mhm.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I was born in Arizona and went to college in New Mexico.
Oof, I bet growing up in Arizona was no fun. Just because of the heat.
And you get
Not the
used to
heat.
it.
It's the humidity.
It's
Arizona's not humid.
it's
No.
it's not the humidity, it's the scorpions.
That true. That
and
too.
the rattlers.
Yes.
There's a reason I live up north.
But
Also, this entire time, Andrew is taking part in the conversation, but he's also like hunched over his phone the entire time.
Nice multitasking.
He's still digging, even if he's not finding anything else. But also at the same time, he is texting Gene Alejo.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just kind of casual communication.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, just ask you, how things are going and all that stuff.
Yeah, and like as we're
not telling
talking,
him anything.
I'm guessing the way I'm picturing it is we're in the SUV. I'm shotgun. Aiden's driving.
Yeah,
Or the back seat, and I'm just like, I'm doing that thing that kids do, where when you're ever having like a conversation in the car, I'm like twisting fully around and like lightly,
Okay.
and then just like being really animated.
I thought you were gonna say you had your arm out the window, just like moving it in the breeze.
Sometimes I do that too.
Yeah, that doesn't sound out of character. Very good.
No.
My characters just like basically set Bluetooth to play the music and classic rock.
Hell yeah!
Nice,
there
good. I was gonna say, I hope it's Fortunate Son, and it might be.
Well, yeah, you guys start making your way, and it doesn't take too long. It's not a very long drive. It's about, I'd say, 20-30 minutes to get to the sheriff's office. Upon reaching there, I might as well just go hua he oh wait hua he oh
Hey. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
There's a sheriff's office there.
So now, actually, let me ask one thing.
Absolutely.
Can you lift? There we go. Hang on. So on the hang on.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So block that. Oop, there. Okay. Good.
Sure.
In all of this area here, this is all farmland. Yes, all the gray,
Yeah.
or not the gray, the brown, the tan, and stuff.
All
So
of
none
those
of this
are
is
fields.
buildings.
Yeah. All those are fields.
How about this? Is this buildings or what?
That is also like fields and such. Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't know exactly how populated it is.
No,
Okay.
it's not very.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Cadillac, where you are now, is the city. Like, you are in the city.
Yes.
Traffic sucks, but you get there.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you park in one of the parking spots. Probably, I would say, maybe even this one. Who knows?
Okay.
Is
this like a cool diamond-shaped pathway? That's cool.
I guess, awesome. Yeah. I just looked on Google Maps, my man.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know if it was like a structure.
Yeah,
or
no,
a
I think it is a
pathway,
path. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, you arrive at the sheriff's office.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope he's in. Because it's probably like, so it's like noonish.
Walk up to the front desk and be like, hi, we're from the Environmental Protection Agency. We're looking into potentially an outbreak of violent animals in the area. We had heard that there had been unfortunately, a young woman and a young man that lost their life recently in this area. But we were looking to visit the coroner, and we're hoping you could have us talk to the sheriff about getting permission and clearance.
All right.
And I'd like to say, because we kind of just teleported in there. Sure. Before they went in, I would have said, I'm going to go ahead and hang out in the car because I don't look very like official. So I'll let you guys handle that kind of stuff.
Sure. Fair enough.
All right. So you guys are in there and you are in the car. Okay.
Yeah.
Or at least I am. I don't know about Andrew or Phil. If they want to go in together,
I'm in.
I'm just talking to the... Ostensibly, there's a secretary.
Yes. Okay. There is a man who is sitting behind the desk. He looks at you, and I would like you... do you flash the badge or no?
If he asks for the badge, I'll show it.
Okay, so give me a persuade first off.
Is there any way to aid in this game?
You may attempt, sure.
And I believe if you do that, you... Okay, well, I don't know the rule differences between Delta 3 and Call of Cthulhu.
Let me make.
Because I'd be backing him up. Like, we think it might be rabies or some off strain.
I got a 19 and my score is 20%.
Wow, what? Very good. You succeed.
Wow, right?
Very good. Okay. The man behind the desk just he looks at you and he's like he kind of looks you over for a second, but he's listening to what you're saying and like you're giving all this information that you wouldn't know otherwise, really. And so he says, "Oh,
plus like I'm properly dressed and everything."
Yeah. You're carrying yourself in such a way that like you look like you know what you're doing and you know what you're talking about. So
yeah, I'm supposed to be here.
Exactly. You're exactly doing that. And so he says, "Oh, all right. Let me go get the sheriff and you can talk to her."
What might be the sheriff's name so that
Jay Scott.
Yeah, it's her name is Scott, Sheriff Scott.
Thank you.
Oh, so first name Shay, last name Scott?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was Shay Scott.
No.
Shay Scott. I thought it was like Scottish or something. I don't know. It's all Sheriff Shay Scott.
There you go. And he says, just wait here for a second, and I'll
of course.
I'll go see her.
No rush.
And he gets up and kind of walks down the hall and kind of to an office, and he knocks on the door. Yes,
I'm gonna lean over and whisper to. I'm sorry, and what was your character's name?
Phil
and Jesse. Okay. Andrew leans over to Phil and goes, "How confident are you in your ability to bullshit?"
I'm winging it.
Okay. If you ever get lost, just give me a signal, like I don't know, like kick my foot or something. Step in.
Trust me, you'll know.
Well, I hopefully they won't know too. That's my only concern.
So while you're saying that, you see the man is like putting his like torso into the office a bit, and like you see him kind of step out of the way as a woman who you can see she's in her 50s, you'd approximate. She's blonde. She's in her sheriff's uniform. Her eyes are very blue, and
upon seeing her, I kind of wave hello and grin.
And she go on.
Go ahead. I was going to say, Andrew holds out a hand and says, "It's a pleasure, Sheriff Scott."
Yes.
And she comes up and shakes her hand and says, "EPA, huh?"
I'll shake her hand and say, "Officer Scott, my name's Phil, and this is Andrew. We're looking into potentially a wild animal or something that has..." Sorry, Aiden is having a mind fart.
I understand.
We were informed of what happened to poor Tegan.
Yes, and Frederick as well. We're looking into potentially an outbreak in the area. Maybe something in the water, maybe something in the local ecosystem has caused an uptick in violence in wild animal attacks. So
out somewhere like this, not completely, the more rural areas, one attack, it's overlookable, but two attacks,
to be expected,
especially in such a small time frame, it really does. It strikes as more of a coincidence, if that makes sense.
So we're looking to gain access to. We understood that Miss, I forget, Scott. No, what was Tegan's last name?
Price.
Price.
We understand that Miss Price's body is still in the coroner's office, and we are looking to talk to the coroner and gain access and see the body and injuries, and from there we'll get a better idea what sort of animal, why the animal attacked, how it attacked, and gain hopefully the information we need to keep this from happening again.
So
apologies.
Oh, go on.
I was going to say apologies for such a morbid request.
So she stands and listens to your entire spiel, patiently. I would like, since both of you are doing this, both of you to roll persuasion, and I want to see how it goes.
25.
25 and 23. And what's your persuasion, Brogan?
60.
Okay. 20. Yeah. Okay. So both a success and
he
a failure.
passes by a comfortable margin, and I fail by a slim margin.
So because of that, she kind of, is nodding for a bit, and then after you're done with your requests, she says, "Well, let me see your badges first."
Oh, right.
Of course.
And I'll dig out my EPA badge.
Same.
Okay.
Hold it up.
She takes them, looks him over for a second, and she kind of slaps him against her hand and says, "You feds are real fast at finding out about some small town's issue, huh?"
There's not a lot of wild animal attacks that happen across the U.S.
Especially not 2 in the same 2-week period. In the same 10-mile radius.
Yeah, well, as she's handing them back to you,
sort of sets off a red flag.
Maybe, but I would have figured if it was going to be anything, that it would have been, after more than just 2. She hands you back your IDs.
You'd be surprised. Ideally, we step on things like this before they get out of hand. That's why they've only sent a small team of 3 of us.
And I sort of raise a hand to the side of my mouth, is Andrew on my left side or my right side?
He's probably on your left. He is on your left.
I raise my hand to cover off the left, my mouth from my left side, as if Andrew couldn't hear, and I'm whispering sort of conspiratorially to Officer Scott, and I'm like, and truth be told, we don't really have much actively to do, and so when we hear about a case, however minor or perhaps unrelated, it sort of gives us something to do and sends us out.
Phil, proud of your job as always.
Yeah, well. Does Andrew look older, or how old does Andrew look?
He's 31.
Okay, yeah, he would look older than me by just a tad.
Well, she kind of
he does look. He probably looks 40. He doesn't look old, but he definitely looks older than he is.
Yeah, okay.
She kind of crosses her arms and says, "Well, as much as the I guess help is appreciated, I don't know what you guys will find that we haven't found already. It's just a couple of animal attacks. We're just looking for the critter that did it."
Well, that's the worry. We're not so much looking for the specific animal, but rather if there's any kind of germs or rabies strain to be found within the body. We'd like to do some kind of blood work or examination of the corpse.
Hey, Andrew.
Hi, that's me. I'm Andrew.
You make me Let's see.
Like persuasion?
Yeah.
Or intuition?
I would love it if you... an intuition, yeah. Human int, please.
Alright. 67, I have a 60.
Alright. Never mind.
Okay.
You kind of see her, just kind of... Actually, also, I'll let Phil, of course. I know yours is probably a little low.
Make what sort of check?
Human.
Int? Okay.
Human.
Human. Okay. That's a D20, there you go, D10. No, I rolled a 40, yeah, and it's 10%.
You both can make a note that, you failed at that, because failure is good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay. Yeah. But yeah, so you have her kind of she's shaking her head and just kind of listening to your story. She says, really? Kind of disease that's making them so like a rabies? Okay.
Exactly. It's sort of, a lot of people think there's just rabies, but similar to the common cold, there's hundreds of different strains out there. We come out to try to find these, and the more different strains we can analyze, the closer we can get to fixing any possible outbreaks in the future.
Rabies is actually a type of virus, and viruses, as I'm sure you know, tend to replicate incredibly fast, and as such make strains all the time.
Perhaps you've heard of coronavirus.
No one has.
So no, actually, is this set in a world where coronavirus didn't happen?
Yeah, it did happen.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, so okay. Well, she's wondering about that. Maybe if I could get I don't know. Do either of you have a good old science skill that would?
I have psychiatry.
Nah, psychiatry really wouldn't fit. Medicine?
I do. Oh, I'm not sure if I have. No, I don't have medicine.
Okay.
I do have chemistry, and at least speaking personally, if you're a chemistry major, you have to take biology courses.
Yeah, but knowing biology and knowing biology, you know?
So what's the check for?
So this is more. Oh wait. Hold on.
Holding on.
We gotta convince this sheriff that we're biologists.
Well, you gotta keep convincing her that you know better than she does, right?
Well, so my argument for my persuasion check is that knowing something and regurgitating something are very different things.
Sure.
Yeah.
Would you like to try to do another persuasion?
Yes, please. Even if that's the weird thing is, technically it should be harder to pass this because I'm lying. So that's a weird thing that the difficulty is always based on. It's always the same DC effectively, which is weird.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I have an 80 persuade.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. You need to change it on your sheet.
Yeah, I do. I will after this roll. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll still take that last failure. Oh, I failed human it. That's right.
Yeah, you failed human.
Yeah, that's a 91.
Unfortunately, you're really like she's like, I mean, you can't really tell how she's feeling, but she's definitely not warming up to you. She's just kind of hearing you talk this, not technobabble, but too many words.
I'm just sliding in sciencey sounding words.
Right? This
No.
is the thing. She's like looking for an easy solution, right?
Protoplasm.
I sort of like speak up as I notice like she's kind of like cooling off.
Yep.
I speak up and
the mitochondria. It's the powerhouse of
Andrew, please.
What?
Let's not bore this woman with a science lesson, shall we?
Apologies. I'm a teacher in my off time, so I tend to lecture.
And now would be a good time to update your scores, Brogan.
I just did.
Okay, good.
Yeah. She's kind of like, well, let me put it this way. I'm pretty sure that this is very much a single case. If you can show me evidence of there being something else to this, of some sort of infection or viral whatever, then maybe I can, I don't know, help you a little bit more. But right now, it seems pretty cut and dry to me.
Apologies. Phil, I'm gonna go check on Jesse. And I'm gonna
Very well.
turn around and step out and leave you two alone.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna start basically chatting with her about stuff I already know about the area. Be like, oh, how active were both members in the outside? Do you know what's the population of Boone like? Basically stuff I already know, but would it would seem weird if I happened to magically know it.
Okay. So you're chatting her up for information you already know. I got you.
Yeah.
Anything? Oh, sorry.
Just trying to more so sell the story that we're from the area, but
okay.
Or from the state, but not like from Boone specifically.
Gotcha. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll get back to that. Anything that you're doing in the car while this is happening, Jesse?
I'm probably playing Egg Inc.
All right, there he is.
Because I'm not doing anything. I'm just waiting.
Sure. If you're
this to go smoothly.
Yeah. If you're just out there doing literally nothing, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm probably just playing shit on my smartphone.
Absolutely, that's totally fine. Andrew, are you going outside for a specific purpose, or?
Yes, I am going to get Jesse to inform him things are not going smoothly and to ask if he can help in some way.
You make your way.
So I'll knock on the window of the door on his side.
Yeah, and then I'll lift my head and roll the window down. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
So it looks like our words got ahead of us. The sheriff doesn't exactly believe us, and me and Phil don't really know science. Do you?
Nope, but I know nature. I have knowledge nature. Not that way, but
Well,
yeah, I have knowledge about nature.
I think that's more than we have. Maybe it would help if you go inside and I sit in the car for a while.
Okay. So then I'll here, just give me a second. I just gotta click a few more eggs. Now,
as you're doing that, I open the door and sit in the back and just get on my phone and start texting Gene more.
Yep.
I'm gonna open eggs.
Sponsored by Egg Inc.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
I refuse.
Yeah. So I will. I'll put my phone away and I'll put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
And then I will get out of the car and I will go inside.
Absolutely.
I've at this point, I'm still talking to the officer. I've flipped a few pages into my notebook where she won't see that there's already writing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just copying down notes and more or less making a second copy of notes I already have.
I understand.
But
Nice.
just doing this for her benefit.
Absolutely.
Of being
Nice.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right. So
and are you at liberty to say, given that you won't authorize us to see the bodies, are you at liberty to say what sort of animal they suspected? Bear, raccoon, coyote?
She says most likely a bear.
A bear? All right.
And she says, but I'm not gonna talk about that more.
I understand.
I already told you what I need. So
thank you very much.
And on that moment, you see Jesse walking in.
Yeah, and
Hello.
Instantly, Phil goes, "Oh shit." Just mentally.
Yeah.
And just goes, all right, well, you've been very helpful. We hope we'll be in touch, of course. May I get your business card just so if we find further proof, I can contact you?
Sure.
With her business card, and this is as I'm walking up, and she may already be
the business card is being given by the secretary.
Okay, yeah, and I just say, wouldn't her business card essentially just be calling 911?
No, actually, she says.
No, not to contact And then I like gesture, like point with the eraser of my pencil and like not to contact her.
Oh, yeah, true. And then like as I'm walking up and like after I say that, I since Andrew already let it slip that there were 3 of us instead of just 2, I will well then I don't actually know that.
No.
Hmm.
No.
Metagame!
Yeah, right. That's a good point. That's my bad.
Anyway, Officer Scott, thank you for your time and have a great day. We'll do some digging of our own and hopefully it's just an isolated incident.
All right. So I guess I came in for nothing. That's okay.
Well, you can still do whatever you want to do.
I do a 180 and like sort of like casually walk out, but at the same time, like I'm mentally going shit.
Yeah.
Because Jesse does not look.
Yeah. Right.
Jesse has like I'm imagining like a video game T-shirt, like long hair.
Not really, because it's more just a decent clothing for outdoors stuff. That's pretty much it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I don't look like a stoner or anything. I just don't look as official as you guys.
So long as it could be
like a fucking nerd.
So long as it could be feasibly passed as part of the EPA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And so as Phil is giving his goodbyes, I'm just kind of like looking back and forth between the sheriff and him, and I guess I'll just kind of shrug and say, well, I've done all I can do here. And then like,
sure,
you know,
if you want,
just give like a little like comedy salute and follow Phil back out.
Okay. All right. You guys make your way outside.
I had been under the impression that literally your character just looked like a stoner.
No. I don't look like a stoner.
I thought he looked like a hiker.
Yeah.
Yes, it's pretty much that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like a hiker from Pokemon.
No.
Just not as fat. Actually, I guess after you would have seen him, you can tell that he's actually like pretty built, not like super muscular, but built.
Okay. Like an outdoorman.
Absolutely.
Like someone who uses muscles for more than just rolling dice.
Yeah. Like a weirdo.
Hey, that takes a lot of muscles.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you make your way out. And make your way to the car. And get in the car.
So, just kind of got tongue twisted in there, I guess.
I realized that we don't really have any kind of specialist with us that understands what we're getting into. Seems like an oversight on the project.
Well, I mean, it's not like they expected us to use a virus as our cover. So
I'm sure the project chose us for a reason.
Maybe.
And I'm just as like I'm not just like sitting there in the parking lot. I'm getting back out onto the road and
where are you going?
Just driving for now. So we're out of view of the sheriff's office and can head to wherever. Just you know, the sheriff's office needs to be under the impression that our business there has concluded, thus we have places to go.
My frames are dropping super. What the fuck is happening? Anyway.
Next stop, I guess, since if we didn't get access to the coroners, I guess Toby?
I suppose trying to find him would be helpful. If we go to the coroner now, we're going to look incredibly suspicious.
Yeah.
Unless we're good at bullshitting our way in.
And they're going to 100% call the sheriff's office and see if we have permission.
Exactly.
We would need to bullshit it to the...
as we're driving, Andrew's actually... Oh, go ahead.
If we can't even bullshit our way and tell the sheriff's office that we're from the EPA when we have EPA badges, I don't think we can successfully bullshit our way past the coroner.
Well, I
Well,
imagine they
that's difficult.
believed that you were from the EPA, just not
Exactly.
that any further investigation was required.
They seem to believe that two lethal attacks like this is just another day.
What seems odd to me is the fact that they're so...
Nonchalant.
Is that...
Nonchalant?
Well, not exactly nonchalant, just more the fact that they would let two attacks of this nature go and just let them go. Because, yes, if you get attacked by a cat or a dog or a bear, yeah, you would get roughed up pretty bad, but apparently these bodies were torn into pieces. That doesn't seem natural for an animal, because animals attack when they're either scared or hungry. And if it's scared, if an animal attacks when it's scared, they will put the scarer down and then leave. If it's hungry, they wouldn't leave the pieces behind.
Yeah.
So that's what seems interesting to me.
They currently think that the attack was done by a bear, despite the fact that both attacks happened at places bears wouldn't predate.
Not to mention, the last one was a black bear, and black bears are afraid of people. So it seems odd that both of the attacks would be perpetrated by an animal that is typically very scared of humans. If it was a grizzly, then sure.
I mean, bears that have gotten more used to humankind.
Yeah.
Especially in recent years.
Well,
Problems.
Which has led to a spike in attacks.
It's true. Either that or it's also humans getting used to bears.
I just find it surprising that in a town that has 167 people, when 2 people die within a week and a half, not only would the community be reeling from this
1% of their loss.
A little over 1% of their loss, but a little over 1% of their total population to an incredibly specific cause.
Mm-hmm.
And similar cause.
And then
did Hunter tell us that Tegan's body looked the same as Frederick's?
He said that it was also torn apart.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I guess we'll just have to keep asking around, because I mean, I believe that the project wouldn't send us here for no reason.
Well, I think we'll be able to get more information more readily out of Toby, because if it's just a regular person, I think he'd be more willing to share.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. As we're driving and making our way into town, what's up?
A bitter look flashes across Phil's face and goes, well, we can always just wait a week until someone else dies, and then when 3 people have died, they might be more inclined to listen.
It's true, but ideally...
It is true, but I imagine Astatine wouldn't like us just sitting and waiting and letting another person die just to get a bit more information.
Oh, I'm not saying to. I'm venting.
Yeah, no, I understand as well.
Speaking of Astatine, why did they invite you two?
Phil, why did they invite you two?
I don't. I don't know. I was just I meet a man in a diner and he said I was going up north.
Oh.
And can I roll intuition to see if he's bullshitting me?
Sure. Absolutely you can.
And actually, now that he's rolling intuition, HU int or human intuition, what the hell was the other one? Sig int.
Sig is signal intelligence. So encryption and stuff like that.
Okay. Fucking 88. Okay.
Oof, that's a crit fail.
It is. It is a fumble. You know,
I don't roll.
Honestly, you think there's something more to that. There's absolutely something that he is holding back from you.
I'm not gonna press on it.
Honestly, it's kind of worrying.
Fucking hell, this guy. He's already been weird about this. How about you, Jesse?
Well, you might have gathered this from the way I dress, the way I act. I'm not exactly a government man, and I do a lot of urban exploration, actually. That's what, and I pat my backpack and you hear like some metal jangling around in there. That's actually what some of this gear is, camping gear and stuff like that. And one day I was doing some urban exploration and I found or stumbled upon something that I kind of wish I didn't. And I reported it, and then Astatine picked up on that report. They tracked me down, and I showed them the area, and then the pair of agents came back covered in something, but they said I did a good job in leading them there. And then, yeah, now I'm a part of it.
So did you actually experience anything, or just the aftermath?
No, not exactly, but I did see the area in which the whatever it was living, and shake my head and like yee, no thank you. So that's why I booked it out of there real fast.
Interesting.
Yeah, but then they had me come back and show them exactly where it was, and that's actually how I got my code name, Waterboy.
Like a supporting character?
Exactly.
I like it.
Although don't worry, I can deal with things myself. I just,
I believe it.
Yeah. So, if we wind up needing to spend any time out in the wilderness, I can take care of us, at least for a time.
I'll follow your lead.
All right.
And you're talking about this stuff while you're all going towards Boone. Doesn't take too long. Takes about 40 minutes or so from getting to the sheriff's office. You eventually see only fields and trees as you start making your way up the road that goes north. The smell of the fields is definitely pungent in your nose.
Oh, we got an open top SUV?
No, it's coming through the air from your fan. Do you have the air on? Probably. I don't know. You maybe. Who knows? Maybe it's just.
What's the weather like?
It's okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
I will say Phil does have the heater on.
okay.
Ugh.
What time of year is it?
It is, let's say, early spring.
Phil has the heater on.
It's understandable.
It's like 80 degrees in this vehicle.
I crack a window next to me.
That's fair.
Yeah, me too.
But Andrew doesn't make a fuss.
I look at them and like get a wicked smile and take the window controls and close both the cracks.
And then while as soon as I notice him doing that, I actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll stealth.
Okay. 4.
So I'm gonna roll my stealth. 22.
Okay.
So I crit. I have a 60 stealth.
Oh shit.
So, as he is raising the windows, I just very, very slowly and stealthily, carefully just reach over and turn the air off.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Like,
still warm
as
for a
the-
time, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, as you're like starting to get towards, and you can see a semblance of the town. You pass by a store, in fact, that it has like a sign on it that says the Boone Country Store. And passing that, you can see the town proper. And as you're like getting there, it's starting to feel like less sweltering now. Oh, thank goodness. It's like 60 degrees in the car now.
Oh, thank
That
God.
sounds nice.
But at that point, you then notice, Phil, that the air has actually gone off. And yeah.
Man, I wonder if the heater's
I'm just gonna make a personal roll real quick. I just go. Well, looks like the agency can't afford a working SUV, and I turn the air back on.
Sure.
Oh, we're already like in town anyway. It's
Yeah, you get in town. Where are you going? Where are you gonna park?
I want to
plenty
go
of
to the
houses.
crazy shop.
The crazy shop. Well, you don't know about that yet. You're kind of coming in to the town.
Are we coming in from the south?
Yeah, that's where the county store is.
And I will
This is the
actually ask,
road.
do you think we could pull over to the country store, actually? I kind of used to use the bathroom and pick up a few things.
Yeah, actually, yeah, sure, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, and I need to get more eggs. Yeah, I need to get more eggs.
You're buying eggs?
Eggs.
Whip up my smartphone. No.
So you see,
I don't even play Egg Gang. I played it once like 4 years ago.
yeah. So you see, this is like a small, really small gas station, as well as like a convenience store, basically, that has a lot more than just, you know, food in it. It's got like clothing and like, you know, knickknacks and stuff. Like it's very much a small everything store, really.
Does it have booze?
Yes.
Thank God.
Okay, well, so those of you going inside, you make your way inside, and yeah, you see behind the counter.
It's Toby.
No, no, actually, no. You see a person who looks to be mid-40s, a woman with black hair and brown eyes. She's kind of tending the store and definitely like watches as you come in and is like real chipper, like super like smiley now. And as you come in, she says, "Oh, hey."
Andrew's just on his phone texting as he continues walking.
Okay.
Oh.
And she's just, "Hey, oh, well."
Phil walks up to her and just goes like, "Hi, how's it going?"
"Going great. How are you?"
You know, more the same.
Okay.
Where might I find foodstuffs?
Over
Okay.
there.
All right. Thank you much.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
What you doing here, out of towners?
Some business brings us here. It's a long story.
Oh.
But in the mood for a snack, and I'll very quickly duck into the aisle.
Well, we got plenty of snacks and there's a good selection of pop in there too. And you're
She
in
just
the store.
Pop.
Yeah.
Yep,
They
it's
say-
in the north.
They say
Yeah.
pop. They say
Pop.
I did a little bit of looking
Phil.
into accents, and I can't do an accent, but I can say pop.
Yeah.
Phil shudders at hearing the word pop.
Does this place only have beer and wine, or does it also have liquor?
It is. Give me. You know what? For fun, give me a search check.
All right. I'm that and persuasion. That's what I'm fucking amazing at.
And some alcohol hidden in the ceiling.
I rolled a 30 with my 80 search.
All right. Yeah, I mean, so it's not necessarily anything that's like the good stuff, right?
Right.
But it
like
is. There is some very cheap liquor.
Oh, fantastic! I'm gonna grab that like a bottle of Smirnoff vodka.
All right. Yeah.
Off the bottom shelf, as well as a can. I'm also getting a 6-pack of Blue Moon beer.
All right.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I'm taking the 2 of those, putting them on the counter, taking out. I just take out my wallet and go, how much? 20, 25?
Yeah. Let me ring that up for you. And
Yeah,
rings it up for you, and
incidental.
It's incidental. It's not.
I round it up to the next dollar, place it on, grab it, and just walk away.
Oh, sir, you forgot your change.
Keep it.
Oh,
as he rounds the corner, heading back to the door, you can already hear like a as he starts to unscrew the vodka
Nice.
top.
she kind of is like, I'm not supposed to. All right.
We don't accept it.
Take a penny, leave a penny.
You're right. She's just like, now I got money, and she starts putting in the till. Anything you're getting there specifically, Phil, or you just kind of?
Yeah, I'm just grabbing like a bag of chips and like a Slim Jim.
Absolutely. You get a bag of chips and a Slim Jim. She rings you up and says,
maybe a pop.
Oh, very good.
Big spender.
Big spender. And she's like, as she's ringing you up, she's like, Well, what kind of business you got in town, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh, we heard about the attacks.
Ah, see, now she, like, her smile definitely fades a bit, and she says, "Oh, yeah."
And we're all, perhaps you recognize, and I like sort of like nod with my head over toward and no, not Andrew, Boo's character. What was his name?
Jesse? Jesse. I'm in the car.
Jesse.
Jesse's in the car.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
still in the car.
Jesse's in the car.
Yeah.
In that case, if so,
It's just you
it's
in there
only
right
me
now.
and Andrew.
Yeah. Andrew left with his beer immediately.
Mhm.
Yeah, from the EPA, we have to do a bit of procedural stuff. One
So-
attack can be overlooked. Two is a bit
All right.
of a red flag.
Yep. She lights up. Absolutely lights up and says, "Oh my god. They actually sent the feds?" Maybe
Oh no, we're not for the feds. No.
Well, no. Well, what? But you're in the EPA.
EPA isn't feds, I don't believe.
It's
Is
a
it?
federal
That-
agency.
Oh wait, it is okay.
It is.
More like a regional branch.
Well, still, someone. You don't. They haven't found anything on the animals that took out poor Tegan.
Yes, Tegan and Frederick, was it?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm so sorry to hear about what happened. Did you know either of them?
I knew them both.
Oh, I'm so sorry. How long did you know them?
It's just about as long as they were alive.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss.
I mean, it's it's still a little fresh with Tegan, but and it kind of didn't help bringing it back with Frederick.
Phil is just kind of like giving a sort of an understanding, compassionate, just slow nod. Just
Yeah. She says, "Well, I'm just happy that you're here. Honestly, you should go talk to the pastor. He'll get you set up and tell you all he knows. He'll help you.
Did he know both parties?
Oh, yeah. Well, everyone knows everyone around here.
Yes, small town.
It's quite small, yeah. Only 167. 5.
Oh, sad.
Yes.
Rip.
She kind of like shakes herself from that and says, "But yeah, if you go, well, you should be in the church right now. Go talk to Pastor Howe."
Pastor Howe? Okay.
I'm not there for.
And I basically like flip out the notebook that I had with the notes from the sheriff's office.
Right.
And I'm like, Pastor Howe. Okay. And is he I know I wrote the word Howe.
Mm-hmm.
Is he related to Connor Howe?
Oh, he's one and the same.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You. So go talk to him. He'll know a bit more than I do. I honestly haven't wanted to think about it really that much, but if you can figure out the animal, they haven't told us they caught anything yet, so you could get it or something. I just make sure that nobody else is gonna get taken.
That is the exact reason why we're here.
Oh, bless you.
One animal attack, it's regrettable, but it doesn't set off any alarms.
Right.
But losing 2 people in a town so small and so soon to each other, we're here to investigate.
Well, it's good to see the government cares.
And I nod and I pick up. I assume my stuff is unbagged because I'm it's current year, which means there is no grocery bags.
I mean, they're plastic bags, but it was a bag of chips and a Slim Jim.
Yeah,
and,
true.
Like, and some a pop. Like, you're good.
Pop. By the way, might I trouble you for a bottle opener for the pop? I assume it's a glass bottle.
Yeah. She points to, like, there's like a one of those wall bottle
like an embedded
openers.
One.
Yeah.
Bless your heart.
Bless you, sir. Bless you.
I take it. I pop it.
Yeah. And
you take it and pop the pop.
Pop. Yeah, and she's just now beaming and saying, "Bless you and bless your mission and or you know what I mean." Just saying many things of, like, being very ecstatic and happy that you are here.
Yeah. And thank you very much, and you have yourself a good day and be safe now.
You too.
And I will exit the store.
You do so. Make your way to the car.
Get into the driver's seat, and ladies and gentlemen, I may have a lead.
Oh, I look up from my eggs.
Andrew finishes a swig, like a quarter of the vodka bottle is gone, and he goes, "All right, where are we going?"
And I look at the vodka in his hands that he just finished, and I'm like, church!
Oh, that's really good. If I was a dick, I would say that is where we would end, honestly. Like, that is so good.
Such a good place to end it, though.
It is such a good place to end it.
Oh, how late do we plan to play tonight?
Not too late, because I know Aiden has to sleep, and honestly, like, and I'm also dropping frames like a motherfucker. Like,
do we want to call it on? Do we want to call it on church?
I mean, I'm okay with it, and I hope you don't mind if we, we don't have to continue right next week if you don't want. That's fine. I want to continue.
I mean, hey, it's Halloween.
Week.
Oh wait, no, no, it's not.
Yeah, it won't be Halloween next week. But even so, like, I just want to, like, I do want to play this game. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I'm loving it. I'm in love with Andrew.
I love our characters.
Okay. I mean, hell, we had a nice, like, a good, like, perfect slice off in Devils and Dice where you guys just made it to Avernus. You just stepped through a portal.
True. That is true.
So, like, we can absolutely keep going with this.
Right.
Much like every one shot that
that we do.
That doesn't become a one shot because we fall in love with our characters.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. But
it's because it's just none of us. We can never just follow the plot. It's always, let's go to the country store. I want to drink.
I know. It's so good. I'm happy.
It's because we take the role playing too seriously. We're not just like, okay, story.
Honestly, no, I'm totally good with that. Like, I love that shit.
Too busy smelling the flowers.
I forgot to use the bathroom.
You're gonna have to piss like a motherfucker when you get to church. Hey,
they have bathrooms at church.
Anyway, well, since this was
you had to use the bathroom and then you drank alcohol.
Yeah.
Well, since
this gonna be a problem.
Since this was being streamed, and even though it is dropping frames and I'm still recording it, hey, thanks for watching, listening, whatever. We'll see you. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Maybe we'll find a monster next time.
Maybe.